There we go. Alright, let me check the PC side first. Make sure everything's all suited and booted. By that I mean pretty much having anything showing and no issue there. Yep. I don't know where the fuck that was going. I was trying to click Discord on my phone. And all of a sudden it fucking went to the QR scanner app, the thing that I have. Oh, yeah, I don't even know that person. Didn't even know I had a thing on. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just wait on that a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to Twitch on my app, and first and foremost set the category. Cause yeah, I've talked about this before, but I guess it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be kind of like a bit like a just chatting type of thing. But I talked about this before, where even though like I never had people ask me about it, but I've kind of like talked about it out of the random blue because I had like that feeling of people would be asking about it and stuff like that, which is basically why don't you have everything set up for your stream whenever you go live from your PlayStation? And the answer to that is that I pretty much do. But the one thing that's always kind of the one thing that's always kind of an annoyance at times is the whole situation with the game category, because from what I can gather, and this has just been something this has been something I've learned over the years and everything like that. But basically, in a nutshell, um, whenever you try to do a thing and all that, sometimes the game category will be a little bit wonky. I'll put that there. Save that. Alright, but let me check the stream. Anything so it's looking silent, hopefully. And I forgot that I had my phone muted. Okay, but yeah, so basically in a nutshell, when it comes to certain games, um, when it comes to certain games, they don't like register right away for for that kind of stuff. Um, and I don't know why this is the thing that happens, but like every single time whenever I stream directly from my PS4, even if I had like the game category set, And like as soon as like pretty much do like hit the go live button, it changes it to something completely different. Like if I was to set it to like FreeDooM for example, and like I hit the live button, it would go straight to games and demos, and I have to go right back into the the game category in my um in my shit and do the edit stream info. And sometimes like and sometimes things will pop off right, and sometimes things will not. So I have to like go into the thing itself because this is how it is, I guess. But anyway, so with that being said, and everything like that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. This Mr. Rumble Rose is here, and welcome back to another installment of a little thing that I like to refer to as Weapons Mod Wednesday, where I play some classic Doom related type stuff, and I usually play around with some gameplay mods that either revisit the either pretty much like the pretty much either does the thing where either like I revisit either like Doom 1 or Doom 2 with some sort of weapons mod that kind of changes things up a little bit, or I might play around with something that has maybe like like two mods put together in one thing where it's like you have like a level pack and then you have a gameplay pack type thing put together. And today I'm going to be doing more of my playthrough of FreeDooM 2. Now, for this run in particular, I'm going to be using the Blork demake mod that you see before you. This is Blork MBF21 demake. This was made by Alpha Int 2. And, if you guys have been around the channel long enough, you've probably seen, you probably might, kind of be familiar with the name and everything like that, because I have played a lot of mods made by this individual in particular. Some of them being the likes of the Deuce demake, and, Titan demake, and stuff like that. Hell, I even played. Once upon a time, I used to be able to do a thing where it's like I technically played around with the original Deuce mod on PC when I was in PC streaming, which I will say like I do miss, but things just don't want to work properly anymore. So that's kind of why they like moved on to console streaming. But yeah, so Blork, so pretty much what this mod is, it's a demake. It's pretty much a demake of the original Blork mod that's more or less known to be made to work on more classic type source ports. Things that would kind of like allow you to play like allow you to like play Doom in a more old school way. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to somehow run on DOSBox because I don't play DOSBox because DOSBox is pretty much it's pretty much trash at this point, and it's also obsolete. But but it has like but it has like the ability for the most part to play on classic ports, especially something like this. Um, but yeah, so it changes a lot of the weapons up a little bit. Some of them are pretty good in my opinion. I like the pistol replacement that it has because it actually is one of those weapons where you can actually tap your attack key instead of having to hold down the button and everything like that. And it makes it feel like an actual firearm, I guess. And this is and with this mod in particular, it's paired up to be played with 3 different campaigns. So the first one is the Doom 2 campaign. Basically, you can be able to play Doom 2 Hell on Earth with this. Go from the entryway level all the way to the Icon of Sin. Next one is FreeDooM 2, which I'll talk more about in a minute. And then there is a Custom Oblige campaign, which I don't know exactly how many levels there are in that, but it was made as like a fun little third episode type thing, to play around with and everything like that. But in terms of FreeDooM 2, FreeDooM is pretty much going to be it's pretty much going to be a fan-made created Doom game that was made by various people in the community. Um, I think it's like a free and open source type game that people can build to, do what they want with and everything. Um, and it does, and it plays on its own little iWatch, so you don't need like Doom or Doom, like so you don't need like the Doom or Doom 2 iWatch to run this thing. And FreeDooM is more or less known to be like in phases. So the first one is called it's going to be called FreeDooM Phase 1. Um, the best way I can describe what that is basically think of it as the ultimate FreeDooM because it has 4 episodes with I think like 9 levels each, where it's like where it has like 8 regular levels and 1 secret level, and then FreeDooM Phase 2 is basically FreeDooM Phase 2 is basically FreeDooM 2, basically a Doom 2 version of FreeDooM. They have their own textures, their own textures, music, sounds, level creations, stuff like that, and everything. And it pretty much has like its own little story and everything like that. That tries to set itself apart, from how Doom is and all that. In this case, but in this case, it's pretty much like a little thing where it's like it has classic Doom enemies in the world of FreeDooM 2, but it still has but it has like new weapons and everything else is, basically FreeDooM. So yeah. And last time I did this, I did a little bit of a surprise Let's Play live stream and everything like that because I believe I was at like 10 levels. I had like 10 levels left, and I played through a few of them. And today, hopefully today, will be the finale of FreeDooM 2 with this mod. I think I said this after my run of it. But I think I believe I was talking about this. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of like repeating my words and all that, but it is what it is. But I believe I was saying something along the lines of like, as soon as I get done with FreeDooM 2, I'm going to put this mod to the sidelines for a little while and probably play some other stuff. And then like one day, I might come back and play the fan made campaign thing. So yeah. And in case you're wondering, in case you're randomly wondering, I have a version. I have a version of Doom 1 loaded up, which is the Ultimate Doom version 1.1 maps. The reason why I do that, the reason why I often do this is because it's a way to not have demos playing. So like if I'm trying to set things up and all that, and I know that something's gonna have demos that's gonna be playing and everything like that, then I usually load up that so that way I can have the moment of peace, and everything. So yeah. Alright. Alright, so yeah, so we're on underground faculty. That says map 73 because because things were done a little differently here compared to having it be like its own little thing. And also, I guess one more thing I can technically mention to people is that I have never played FreeDooM 2. I've only played FreeDooM 1. I'd say about a couple of times now, like, because I remember like a long while back, I played FreeDooM Phase 1 on PC, and I think for the most part I was known to use like I want to say like I think I used the Duke It Out Doom mod that was made for the source port called Edge, or Edge Classic in this case. Um, and I want to say, like, I think and I believe I also, like, when I found out about, FreeDooM being a thing that you can be able to get on this port as well, I actually got that, um, and I tried to get, like, the latest versions according to, what I discovered. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to like do a little thing where it's like, I had like maybe the music a little bit, low-ish, but not but not like, completely turned off. Because sometimes, because sometimes even like, when you plan on trying to have it be like at a certain volume, that things just kind of go a little bit Sometimes things may be a little louder than you anticipate. Okay, so now that I got all that taken care of, hopefully, I'm going to continue onwards and see what happens. Health bonuses, a few ammo clips. Okay, a couple of small medkit things there, which I don't really need right now. Yeah, I guess also I can kind of get like a bit of a brief rundown on things on the weapons. So, so this is how the fist works. You actually be able to use both your hands. This is the chainsaw replacement. Shoots out some ghosts that you can be able to use on your enemies. I think you can kind of like phase through enemies and stuff like that, which can be interesting. It does use some bullet ammo, so be mindful of that. Um, this here is your starting weapon, replaces the pistol. It's not one of those little situations where it's like you hold down the fire button, you actually have to tap your attack key. This is the shotgun. I believe it's Winchester, kind of like I want to say it's kind of like based on the old classics. This is the super shotgun. This here is chain gun replacement, rocket launcher, and plasma gun. As of right now, I don't really have. Right now, I don't have BOG, so. Sorry, for some reason I don't know why, but like my fucking left control stick has some random ass controller drift. Where it's like for whatever reason where it's like it does a thing basically where it's like it makes my left control stick like make me go like make me straight to the right. It's very fucking annoying. Especially like when I'm playing Dead by Daylight and everything like that, and it's like I'm or it's like what if it's like sometimes like when I'm on a generator, trying to work on a generator, even like I have it to where I hit the button and it's supposed to like make me stay on that gen until I hit the button again to get off of it. It's like like I hit the button, work on the gen, and somehow like as soon as I hit the skill check, it just just randomly takes me off. And sometimes, like when I'm getting healed as well, it's like, I'll be like kind of like just, kind of like just look like I'm kind of like just stuttering or something like that, which is very fucking annoying. Sometimes I almost, sometimes like it actually feels problematic because I'm trying to, I'm trying to stay still to get healed, and the next thing I know, it's like, it feels like it, makes it take up long, makes things take a little longer than normal. Well, I guess we'll get the other stim pack thing. Get in there. Flying wrist meter. Oh, there's a Revenant. Well, I'm getting out of there. That looks like another Caco. It is. That's right. Hey! Okay, so I got a red key. Like, how funny and randomly convenient that the door the first thing that I see when I get the red key is a door that needs the red key. Coincidence? I think not. The one time where it's like, I don't mind actually, like not having the, or it's like I don't mind actually not having the, berserk, just, to punch the bejesus out of an enemy. Fucking game. Or controller, I should say. what do you know? I got some Beal Zerk. Now the question is... It's like now the question is, what the fuck do I do? And it's like I got a red key, used it on one door, which ends up being just not more than a teleporter. Okay. Nothing's apparently changed out here. There's something over here, I feel like. Interesting. Okay. I found something. Ow. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, well, definitely got a hell of a lot of cell ammo and stuff. I was hoping not to get zappity zap zap by the fucking archvile attack. What can you do? What can you do? Alright. That. On there. Ow! Man, I really wish I had a BLG down there. So man, where the fuck is that BLG when I'll need it? So BFG or BFG? Wherefore art thou BFG? Ow! Hold on. I have no idea where I'm at. Get the elevator, please. Damn. But I know the job do not go on that thing. Cause it hurts like a dickens. Okay. Now that I'm over here. Oh, also, you might have noticed that in some of the weapons, like, you know, and everything, mostly the pistol and chain gun replacement, they have what seem like to be like reloads. That is what some people would kind of refer to as a fake reload. It's just a random animation that happens after you've done firing a weapon. You know, It's not something that you can be able to do. It's not something. It's, you know, like reloading is not something you can be able to do normally. You know, so it's like, oh, if I would like, if I was gonna like fire a few rounds and you know everything like that, and it's like, oh, I can't be able to reload my weapon like normal. Ow. Good damn, these fuckers come out the woodworks. Let's see. That's just not had a BFG. They could probably take them all easier. But, eh. It's not like, eh, what can you do? I look at this, and the one thing that immediately comes to my mind is a teleporter. Like this red paste that's in the center is like, it's like gonna open, it's like gonna move up, and I can be able to go somewhere with it. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, never mind. Anything around here? Doesn't seem to be. Yep. Where the fuck did I just go? Some beach. There we go. Alright. So because I'm on a new level, I'm gonna make a new hard save because that's what I usually do. Play things like this. Okay, so abandoned teleporter lab. Okay, so I can see that the yellow key is right in the center of this room. So something tells me there's going to be like a switch or a trigger or something like that that's going to allow me to, that's going to allow the thing to possibly, you know, lower it down so I can get the yellow key. Ow, where did you fucking come from? I need you to stop with the fucking homings. They fucking hurt game. Damn. Ow. Ow, ow! Fucking cheating ass bitches. funny thing is like, some in the back of my mind is telling me that these fuckers are gonna like teleport out of that, out of the little like cage prisons. Stop moving. That's funny. Got a little thing that's apparently, I guess, like the representation of a window. And one that does not bust either. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to think, it's like, usually when it comes to these kind of textures, this kind of texture for the door, this looks like it's going to be the exit. There's also a yellow door right next to it. Oh, lovely. Control drift. well, I thought maybe it was gonna be like another place again. I've yet to get any keys. Stop moving. I'm kind of having like a random. I'm kind of having like a random thought where this level, because it's been a hot minute since I last had this kind of issue, but like, I don't know if it's like the level or the port itself, but I remember like a while back when in one of my runs, I came across, I was in a level that seemingly was, I'm not gonna say like totally broken, but it was kind of, there was like some stuff that happened that didn't trigger properly. That didn't like either like trigger properly or trigger at all. Where it's like, like I go around and I'm doing things I'm supposed to, and then it's like something's not triggering properly, and then it makes me think it's like, oh shit, like there's it's like, oh, like, there's. I'm just like, why did I suddenly hear? Okay, hit a couple switches. Question is, what does that do? Like, whatever does it do? Open this bitch. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's go find out. Okay, let's not lower down the yellow key. Ow. Okay. So it lowers down the bars to get the blue key. And also it releases a fucking arch vial. So I think I'm gonna try to kill it ASAP like. Okay. Took a bit of a squeamish type team. that's gonna lead me to believe that now the yellow key is available to get. Yes. Yep, didn't mean to do that. I meant to go try to save. Okay, let's not do that. Instead, try and kill them all. Going here, there, and everywhere. Don't tell me I have to deal with fucking puzzles. I don't have to deal with fucking puzzles like, oh, like which teleporter will take me where? Hold on. I feel like I'm going to get like sent to like various different fucking little warps and stuff, and it's like, oh, I have to figure out which one I need to go. I have to go through. Oh. I see. Like, oh, I see why. I'm away. Okay, as much as I hate to do this, but I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and end it here, because, I actually need to do some, I actually feel like I need to do a few little things here and there. Um, so probably what I might do is, I know I'm, you know, kind of, for one, I'm probably gonna actually, you know, like, change the name of the stream and everything. Um, but I think probably what I'm going to do for the most part is I might actually kind of like save this for my next Saturday type stream. For my shoot 'em up Saturday. We might actually, you know, kind of play around with that, or at most, if I'm feeling up for it and everything like that, I might do like a second stream, maybe like later on tonight or something like that. But right now, though, I'm gonna kind of take care of some things. But we are still going to try and see if we can raid someone because I do like being able to, you know, to raid in people and everything. So, you know, we're gonna see how that goes. But I guess while I, you know, play the waiting game, just, you know, see it when I can, you know, type up my own chat. First thing I can say is, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. I really do. Even if, you know, things were, you know, pretty quiet, like, but I'm used to the quiet. You know, and I know, like, you know, people often like to, you know, to lurk here and there and all that. So, you know, if you're lurking and everything like that, I really appreciate you, wherever you might be. But if everything goes well, my next planned stream will hopefully be tomorrow, aka Thursday. I'm gonna be playing some Dead by Daylight. Now, two things are gonna be kind of happening on the DVD's thing tomorrow. So for one, the new 10th year anniversary thing is gonna be happening. It's not gonna be Twisted Masquerade. It's not gonna be Twisted Masquerade. I think it's called like the Black Banquet or something like that. Which is going to be a new little mode thing to play around with. Um, and I believe there's also going to be a new Survivor. I believe it's going to be an OG Survivor. It's be coming out too. I believe that the Survivor is going to be an OG Survivor, so that means it's going to be like a non-licensed character. So I think like people like, at most could be able to buy it with their Erie shards if they have enough. But probably what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be trying out the new event and everything like that. I'm probably going to be playing as Ash or Nick Cage at most, maybe a little bit of both. But I'm going to be playing some anniversary event um, and everything. Probably going to be doing mostly Survivor. And then probably on Monday during my active week of streaming at most. Um, I'm probably going to see about doing. I want to say like technically I might see about doing some killer action because I want to try and maybe see if I can get, do some adept runs on Jason. So yeah, I might also technically play Jason. I might also technically play some Jason during the event or something like that, but I don't know. But it's just my little thoughts and stuff right now. but yeah, like I said, we'll see what happens for later on tonight. But if I don't do like a special little Let's Play live stream, thing for later on tonight, then I'll schedule, I'll schedule my playthrough of FreeDooM 2 another time. We do this raid. We can.